Okay, so the other day, guys, I put out this community post asking you guys which would you prefer, more frequent but smaller updates or less frequent but bigger updates? And the answers actually surprised me. As you guys can see by this poll, over 5,000 votes, and most of you guys voted less frequent but bigger updates. I thought this would be a good idea, a good topic to discuss in a video, kind of the pros of less frequent but larger updates. And if any of the YouTubers did this idea, credit to them. I just thought it'd be a good idea because of one, no content, and two, it was actually pretty interesting to see your guys' answers. I had originally thought everyone would have chose quicker but smaller updates, but it turns out that's not the case. Let's get into it this video, boys. So as update 4 is just coming upon us, FOU has confirmed it will be released this August, so the most we'll be waiting is another 2 to 3 weeks maximum. And that's kind of why I thought it'd be a good idea to now bring this question upon you guys on what you would prefer. And as you guys see in the poll in the beginning, it actually really surprised me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I have changed my opinions a little bit based off of your guys' answers and reading your guys' understandings. But there's one thing you guys gotta understand. Me being a content creator, it is kind of scary when the main game you play is becoming dry. At the end of the day, my main concern for you guys is entertaining you guys. And when the game I'm playing is feeling dry, it's kind of hard, and I have to improvise and I have to kind of reuse ideas sometimes. I mean, luckily I have a really good community that, supports me no matter what I do. But you guys gotta understand that idea. I'm starting to look at it from your guys' point of view. Like originally I was really surprised on why the majority of people said longer wait but bigger update. But then I started thinking, I read some of you guys' replies, and that's kind of what this video is about. It's just gonna be a discussion type video, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so as you know, it's been about almost 4 months since update 3 has dropped, which is crazy. 4 whole months. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but within those 4 months, the FOU development team has had a ton of time to get things straight. And I mean update, and they're delivering. They're really delivering. If you guys look at the sneaks, you guys look at all of the stuff that's being added. First of all, we're not even aware of all the stuff that's being added to update 4. We know the vast majority and most important stuff, but there's a ton of other stuff that's going to get added that we don't know about. For example, when update 3 dropped, yes, we knew the main stuff that's going to be dropped in update 3, but we didn't know everything that's going to be dropped in update 3. We didn't know that there was going to be a trade system until they started leaking it, of course, but they had been working on that the whole time, you know what I'm saying? So they don't tell us everything that's coming. They could be working on more things in the shadows, buffs, patches, and stuff like that. But the update taking longer, and I'm starting to see this point of view as well, could be a good thing, right? It could be a good thing. They have so much more time to give us a bunch of content. Yes, it's taking a long time, but when it drops, we're gonna be kept busy for a long time. Think about it. If we made update 3, which, if I'm gonna be honest, didn't last that much, didn't have that much content. If we made update 3 last 4 months, I mean, granted, we barely did. We were scraping by with the dry content, but we made it last. And we get an update that's like 2-3 times bigger than that, it's gonna keep us busy for a long time. So even though it took really long, it's not so much of a bad thing when you look at the other smaller things that most people don't think about. First one being patches, bugs, animation glitches in general, exploits, stuff like that. Smoothing out the overall game experience. With this much time, FOU has had ample time to patch all this stuff and give us, the people, a smoother experience. Most people don't think about this. And this next point I'm going to bring up, no hate to Drag. I love Drag. I love what he's doing. I appreciate that he takes the time to find out stuff to help us PvPers out. But I'm sure he's keeping FOU busy. But that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Drag finding out all this stuff is a good thing. FOU is going to patch all the stuff that he doesn't want in the game or wasn't intended to be in the game. And it's going to give us a smoother experience. So a lot of people that hate on Drag for finding this stuff, I mean, really, you got to look at it as a blessing in disguise. It lets FOU know what he was overlooking and what's potentially able to be done in the game, and it allows him more time to patch it. So you got to thank people like Drag who find out this stuff like that. If it gets patched or not, then we know if it was intended to be in the game or not. That's basically the point I'm trying to make. And I mean, like, other than content wise, the updates taking long, it gives them so much time. Like I said already, I mean, I know I sound like a broken record, but it gives them more than enough time to just smooth it out and give us the better experience. Like, I used to look at this in a different way because, like I said, I'm a content creator, and when the main game I want has no content, it's very rough for me to come by. And a lot of other content creators, specifically GPO YouTubers, feel the same way as me. We're always the ones complaining, or at least not all of us, but a good amount of us YouTubers are the ones complaining about the update because we need content. But at the same time, you know, I'm trying to be a little more understanding and understand from their point of view. Foyu is a perfectionist. For those of you that don't know, Foyu literally remade GPO like 2 times in the 2 years that he was working on it before actually releasing it. So understanding from his point of view, he just wants us to have the best experience possible each update. And that's how you know that he's going to be delivering so much. If he took 4 months to release this update, I'm sure he's making it as best as he possibly can. And it's going to keep us busy for a while. I promise you, it'll keep us busy for a while. I think this update will be different than Update 3. Update 3 didn't deliver as much content, and I think that might have disappointed Foyu, and that's probably what he wanted to fix this update. The most amount of content we've gotten is Update 4. We're talking multiple races, multiple weapons. The most amount of weapons we've had in any singular update, by the way. Same with fruits. 4 new fruits. 1 legendary, 1 rare, 2 commons. It's insane. Like, you know, new fighting styles, weapons, bosses, Alabasta, Second Sea, the list goes on. And like, looking at it from this point of view and changing my perspective, I realized that it's not such a bad thing. Like, longer updates, it is really not such a bad thing for it to take longer, especially if they're quality updates. You know, one thing that people don't realize is that with less time each update, they're going to be less quality. They have less time to smoothen out things, bug fixes and whatnot. The more time they have, the better experience, the better end experience we're going to get. If they do updates quicker, they could overlook something, and they could forget to do something or forget to patch something. Not forget to patch something, but it'll just be more rushed. And I feel like when you have a game that's rushing updates, it becomes something like Shindo Life. I personally, like, now that I'm thinking about it this way, I feel like part of the reason Grand Peace Online was able to succeed so much is because of how much time they take within each update. They're making sure they deliver quality. So yeah, pretty much that's most of the stuff that I needed to talk about. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys for, you know, kind of changing my opinion on things a little bit. I really suggest that the people that complain most about it do kind of be a little easy on the devs. You know, they work really hard to give us the best amount of content as possible. And in all honesty, you know, like I said, I used to believe that shorter updates would be better. You guys have changed my opinion on that, and I thank you for that. I just feel like shorter updates wouldn't keep us occupied as long, if that makes sense. Like, for example, update 3.5 didn't care to keep us occupied as long. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to small updates, that's kind of what Foyu has in mind. You look at update 2.5, it was just 1 island, a fruit, and, you know, a boss, which could be enough for some people. Some people, they just want that type of content. But, you know, like I said earlier, quicker updates like that, you know, they have less time to focus on the finer things that they want, like patching and stuff like that. And then when they rush updates like that, that's when this game becomes like Shindo Life. Every update just seems kind of effortless and quick just for the sake of getting an update out, if that makes sense. So I mean, like, I kind of agree that, like, and like I said, this may be a little controversial, but I kind of agree that longer updates would be better for the game, despite the fact that I'm a content creator. You know, like, yeah, it is rough, but I would rather have longer updates and get a better quality update than get a rushed game that just gets an update out for the sake of getting an update out because of the community being toxic. And I mean, like, it would overall ruin the quality of the game if they started doing that. And I know we can all agree on that. I know for a fact we all can agree on that if the game did fully switch over to short but frequent updates, that the quality would be way less. In all honesty, I feel like they should just continue doing what they're doing, you know, release big updates and also release smaller updates. The 0.5 updates, you know, those are a good thing. Sometimes they keep us occupied when the updates get a little dry, and so they release the 0.5 updates, which give us a little bit more content to hold us up until the next update is released. So, I mean, I think they should just keep doing what they're doing, and, you know, regardless of how much people complain, they're all going to come back when they realize that the quality update has reached us. Anyways, I digress. I don't want to go on too long about this. I feel like I've been rambling long enough in this video. It's been your boy Clouds. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.